Welcome to the Daily Dosage. I'm Pat Beach.
And I'm PJ Ross.
We're about to give you a dose of Major League Baseball. The trade deadline's coming up. There's a lot of pitchers that should be on the move, but there's one big chip on the table. That's Roy Halladay. So, PJ, what's keeping Roy Halladay from being traded so far?
Okay. I think it's the lack of financial flexibility for teams. Halladay will be a free agent after the 2010 season, and the team's going to have to look at re-signing him to a major deal. We're not talking about CC Sabathia money, but Halladay will command around $100 million. And at age 33, that may be just too much for some teams to handle. So it could be a very big deterrent on keeping teams out of the market for Halladay and keeping him on the Blue Jays so far.
So then do you see Halladay potentially switching teams after July 31st then?
Maybe, but it becomes highly unlikely because he'll have to clear waivers to get anywhere. I see the Dodgers, the Red Sox, the Angels, and the Phillies all trying to claim him and just decreasing his value on the market. What'll happen then is he'll slip into the offseason and they won't be able to trade him because they'll lose this stretch run, and that's what's keeping him at such a high value because teams can get him for this year and next year and steal him for that stretch run, and that's what they really need him for.
So then what team do you see getting Roy Halladay if he leaves the Blue Jays?
I'd have to say the front runner right now is the Phillies. It kills me as a Dodger fan to say it, but they're just not willing to part with their young arms Clayton Kershaw and Chad Billingsley. The Phillies have Kyle Drabek to offer, projected to be a number 1 or number 2 starter in the near future, and that's really what the Jays are looking for. The Dodgers have the bats, but the Phillies have the arms to give, and they really need some help for Cole Hamels and Jay Happ to help out in the rotation. Pedro Martinez just isn't going to cut it, and they need something for them to get into October.
So besides Halladay, are there any other pitchers you see that may potentially switch teams and help their new teams get to the World Series?
I think on the outside edge of things is Cliff Lee. The 2007 Cy Young winner is going to have to be vastly overpaid for it, and I just don't think it's worth it. I think teams are better off going ahead and overpaying for Halladay at this point and just putting all their chips into this season. We also have the Dodgers being very aggressive on the market out there. They need some help in the bullpen, and they'd like to acquire a 5th starter, but that's a little more out of the question. They've been in Baltimore checking out George Sherrill, and I think that's who they really want to focus on. They saw the triplets from Cincinnati this week, Arthur Rhodes, David Weathers, and Francisco Cordero, but they were really not what the Dodgers are looking for. I also wouldn't be surprised if the Cubs moved Rich Harden in order to clear some money and also give their bullpen some much-needed help. So those are the teams that I'd really focus on, looking for some other arms. You've got questions, we've got answers. Don't be afraid to comment, shoot us an email, or find us on Twitter if you want to talk baseball or have any questions about the trading deadline. Check out my articles on BleacherReport.com, and I'll leave you with this. Do you think the Blue Jays are going to be able to move Roy Halladay? Shoot us a line and we'll let you know.